Welcome, everyone, to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State. And these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here comes the return. The Cyclones offense takes the field to start this game off. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
They'll run it to the right side. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Hendricks. Makes the grab over the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size, and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll give it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Kenya, 0.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Swings it out to the flat. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Smashes through the tackle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Touchdown, West Virginia! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the Heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the Cyclones brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Makes his connection. Tackled, but he has a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it.
Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, West Virginia.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The play action fake. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 50. At the 30. He's at the... And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Snags it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense has a second down play. To throw, it's Wells. Looking for a huge play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Oh, look out. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. The give. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Just inside the red zone, first and 10 from the 19. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Wants to throw on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames.
And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful.
And the ball slipped out. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to slam in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
To the air, it's Wells. He's right on target. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll put the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll keep it himself. On the move at the 30. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is for...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. keeping it on the ground with the single back. Still running at the 40. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it! Touchdown, Cyclone! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Dances away from the heat. Got room at the 35. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Wells. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And his throw is incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He's got his man. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Man, 4th and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it, You find your receiver, throw it up, he goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
32.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Dropping back, it's Hendricks. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. and he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got an open man. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Second down.
He'll just keep slinging it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's Wells. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You got to give the coaching staff credit, because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. I cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.